Alright, so here's the thing. I'm recording this like literally 10 seconds after the game is over. I obviously didn't write a script this fast, but going into this game, I kind of expected Miami to... I don't really know what I expected them to do. I kind of expected them to just put up a fight like they did in game 2 and then just kind of roll over in the last couple minutes, but once they built that lead in the third quarter, yeah, that was not good for LA because that's what gave them all their momentum. But I guess I just wanted to talk about this because this just changed the entire series. Because not only do you have the Miami Heat not down 3-0, they're down 2-1 now instead of being in that, impossible situation. But now they're down 2-1 with their second and third best players possibly returning at some point this series. That is not a good thing. I wrote down some things during the game that I wanted to talk about. The Heat's defense, I said after game 2 that they need to stop running zone, but I'm pretty sure they just changed the type of zone that they were running. I'm pretty sure in games 1 and 2 they were running 3-2 zone. This game they were running 1-2-2 zone. And what they were doing was they were trapping Anthony Davis and LeBron every time they caught the ball. And what that did was that pretty much neutralized Anthony Davis. I mean, the foul trouble also helped, but he was not able to get as many shots off as he could in games 1 and 2. So yeah, Anthony Davis only took 9 shots in the entire game. So yeah, there's that. He only took 2 threes, and he was in foul trouble the entire game, except for the fourth quarter, because he had 4 fouls in the third, but they kept playing him, and he didn't pick up another one. So there's that. They also, like I said before, did a really good job of getting into foul trouble and basically playing him out of the game. So he didn't play as much as he would have hoped, so he never really got into a rhythm. But LeBron, on the other hand, I don't know what happened this game, but he was just like really, I don't want to say careless, but he was a lot more careless than usual. Like, more than you would see from LeBron or you would expect from LeBron. And so he had, what did he have? He had 8 turnovers. He had the 25 points, 8 assists, 10 rebounds. You expect that from him at this point. But the 8 turnovers is what really, that's what really killed them. Because the Lakers as a team just turned the ball over a ridiculous amount of times. They had 10 turnovers in the first quarter. That's another thing that gave Miami. I'm looking at Danny Green's stat line. He was 0 for 6. That was actually the next thing I wanted to talk about was Danny Green. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with this guy, but something is wrong with him. Like, it actually pisses me off because here I am, a Golden State fan, watching him in last year's finals making everything, like picking it up off a loose ball and hitting a 28-footer at the end of the shot clock. Like, those are the types of shots that he was hitting last finals. But now, he literally cannot hit a shot. He was 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. And so you had other guys step up too, though. Like Markieff Morris had 19 points off the bench. That's more than you would usually need from him in order to get a win. But like I said before, Anthony Davis just kind of got neutralized, I guess would be the right word. But I talked about the turnovers, talked about their defense on Anthony Davis. Jimmy Butler is insane. I think Jimmy Butler honestly just had one of the greatest finals games that I've ever seen. The man had 40 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in 44 minutes. Like, in a must-win game, I'll put the tweet on the screen, but I actually predicted this, so hand me my W's in the comments, I guess. But yeah, in a must-win game, he did literally everything he needed to do. Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. I actually regret putting Duncan Robinson as the 3rd best shooter in the league. And what was it? It was my video last week in the preview. I actually regret putting Duncan Robinson ahead of guys like Damian Lillard because there's a good gap between them, and that was stupid of me. So my bad about that. But let's see, Duncan Robinson 3 for 10 from 3. He's just been bricking this entire finals. Tyler Hero, they've been doing a really good job of defending him. Like, part of the reason he was missing in this game was just because he was missing. Like, he was getting so many good looks, but he just wasn't able to knock them down. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wrote down that I wanted to talk about. Now I'm just gonna talk about what this could mean for the series going forward, because like I said before, there's a good chance that Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic are gonna play again this series. And based on the way that the Miami Heat are starting to figure out this Laker team, that's not gonna be good. Because I said this in my preview, I said that, you know, Eric Spoelstra is really good at making adjustments. And we saw that this game with how they were playing both AD and LeBron, although I wouldn't necessarily consider doubling LeBron James as a good option, considering he's one of the best playmakers we've ever seen. But they tried to get the ball out of his hands, and so I guess that's what they were going for. And you can see on those plays they did do a good job of recovering back to the shooters, so I guess it did work in a way. But, you know, still had 25 points. You know, he is what he is. He's going to do what he does. But I think they played as good of a game as you could hope for, being, you know, without your second and third best players and going up against this team that, you know, is still one of the best teams in the league, even without, you know, some of their guys like Avery Bradley. So, like, I was honestly on the fence of just not really paying as much attention to the series based on, you know, how lopsided it was after those two went out. But I mean, I was still gonna watch it, obviously, because, you know, I need content. But yeah, this series is about to get very interesting, I think, especially if they are back next game, or at least Bam is back next game, because that's gonna create more problems for Anthony Davis, especially if they continue to do that, you know, trap that what they were doing. So yeah, I don't know where the series is gonna go from here. I think that the Lakers might look to improve on this, because they played like literally one of the worst games I've seen them play all season. And, you know, they still only lost by 9 points, but this is still going to be a huge problem for them. I don't know how big of a problem it's going to be, but I think the series is at least going 6 games now. If you asked me yesterday, I would have said this is a sweep. Like, there's absolutely no chance. But Miami, if Jimmy Butler keeps playing like he played today, then I have no problem believing that this team could win at least 1 or 2 more games. But I guess that's a conversation for another day. I want to know what you guys thought about that game. I want to know what you guys think about the series. This video isn't scripted, obviously. I didn't write a script this fast, so it's a little bit less refined than my usual videos. Sorry if you heard that, I just banged my desk. But let me know what you guys think about this video down below. Let me know what you think about the series. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell to be notified when I upload. Comment down below what you want to see next. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.